Well, hello, my beautiful gems. This is Maria from The Guided Gem, and I'm here to do the daily guidance to see what's brewing with my gems. Okay, my beautiful gems. Today's a really tough message or a tough guidance, at least for me it is. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to bring out the message as clearly and as effective as possible. It's a very tough energy that I'm feeling, and I think it has to do with the planets and the astrology changes that we have, so bear with me. But before we begin, I'd like to thank everyone who's subscribed to my channel and who's either commented or liked the video. It means a lot to me, and I really, really appreciate those of you who are supporting me, are coming to see me regularly and never give up on me. So thank you for that. I hope that you are truly enjoying my readings. And for those of you who have not, welcome to my channel. And thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Okay, my beautiful gems. I did start doing the singles reading, so go check out those. But if your message is not in your sun sign, then go check out your moon or rising signs. Your message might be in there. Okay? All right, my beautiful gems, these guided messages are just to help you to deal with whatever is going on in your life, whether something is going to be coming up for you, whether it is some personal things that you are dealing with, whether it is your job, your business, or even, just you're listening in to see, what should I do today or whatever. Maybe you'll have that aha moment in this reading. I try to keep them short so you can listen to them on your way to work or in the morning when you're getting ready, fixing your room or whatever it is. All right. So like I said, today's message is a little bit complex, but I will try to do my best to give you the message. So we have synergy. So she comes to us today, and you can see wisdom all over her face, right? With that white hair, with the even the jewelry speaking out to me, the third eye so pronounced, the smile that she has. But the message is about, and let's see if we can get it to the point. So, have you always? I'm sure you guys have met someone in your life, maybe a parent or a grandparent, who was a little bit closed, would not share, or would completely do things their way and was very maybe controlling or authoritative, right? And you always thought like, oh my God, they're so mean, or they're not sharing, they're not caring, and so on and so on. Anyways, this author, she always explains her stories in her little booklet. Now, her story is that she had a father who owned a business, and he was very controlling. He was very fear of losing clients, or fear of doing a bad job, fear that his employees would steal or take things or do those kind of things. And so he lived his entire life doing that. And he just basically controlled his business by fear of everything, by fear of losing, by fear of, things going differently than what he's comfortable, going outside of his comfort zone, fear that the, investors or his clients would leave him and go elsewhere. He had fear all the time. That's not, first of all, a healthy way to live, right? And second of all, fear didn't allow him to enjoy life. Now, when he passed, he left everything behind to the only daughter he had. Now, remember back then, women were not respected, were not allowed to take over, control business, whatever. You get the story, right? So what happened here is that she didn't believe that she can manage this business, right? And plus her philosophy was not to control things. Now, so she broke that first rule. She invited friends and family to help her and support her run the business with her. So, of course, at the beginning, there was loss of revenue and the business was going down. But then they started bringing new things, new ideas, and she promoted having people, even the employees, to do their best thing within the company. So they brought in new ideas, they invented things, they brought in a whole bunch of different, I'm trying to remember, they brought in different products, they brought in different services, okay? And even they brought in the healthy aspects. So it promoted life work balance, right? So what happened after, not only was the business increasing in revenue, it was having people line up at the door wanting to work for her. And the business just grew. And not only that, they started becoming recognized. Okay. So synergy here is saying that just basically that competition is going on its way out and synergy and collaboration is on its way in. So like I said, my beautiful gems, it's a very tough message and guidance today. But if you're the kind of person that likes to have the control, likes to make sure things are one way and done the same way so that, you know, you're staying in your comfort zone, I promise you, it is for you. I'm inviting you to look at the possibility that people have great ideas and sometimes you can mesh in their way of doing things and their way of thinking, even if it's just to bring in more business, to bring in more friendship, to bring in more collaboration, to bring in whatever it is that, but in a positive way. And I know that it's hard to let go of control, but this is what the energy here is inviting us to do. It's inviting us to let go of control and just collaborate with people. See what they think, see how they would do it differently, and see how, you know, you guys can just open up and just be different than what you were yesterday, or the way you managed everything in the past. Okay? So try to absorb that and see where in your life that you're doing this. Now, of course, I'm going to give you the questions so that you can put it in your journal so that you can kind of figure out where you can maybe find the synergy in your life. Okay? All right, so here are your questions. So where are you too timid and afraid to rock the boat? Isn't that interesting? And if I look at my life, I'd be too afraid to sell my house and move. It's scary because this is my comfort zone. This is my safe zone, right? Or it could be anything for you. It doesn't have to be where you live. It could be absolutely anything. It could be speaking up to a partner. It could be speaking up to a parent even, right? So here's the next question. It is time to challenge an outer authority in your life. Isn't that crazy? So someone who's very authoritative, lives by fear, it's time to challenge them and ask yourself, like, what would you say and why would you say it? That's the better question, right? All right, so the next question is, where have you given into unhealthy competitive impulses? Where have you given into unhealthy competitive impulses? So this happens a lot, like in work environments. So if you're working with a whole bunch of colleagues, there's this, you know, if you have people that live by fear, they will tend to want to be very competitive. They tend to want to be the speaker, to share the information because of fear that they might lose their authority and position. Okay, so just ask yourself that question. Where might you still be obsessed with climbing up the ladder? Again, this has to do with colleagues and work environments, or even climbing up the ladder in family legacies, right? There's also that. Here's another question. Think of a time when goodwill and collaboration did pay off. Ask yourself that. And believe it or not, this happens a lot in legal matters, in negotiations, in family strifes. Like, ask yourself, where did it really pay off when you started to collaborate? Okay? And the last question is, imagine participating in an exciting synergistic collaboration. What kind of project would excite you most? Which of the gifts would you want to bring to the table? Your gifts. So remember, we all have gifts. We all have qualities. We all bring something to the table. What's yours? Okay? And then who would you want to co-create with? If you don't know anyone specific, Make people up. Journal the qualities you'd want your collaborators to have. Imagine your ideal creative communion. So it's inviting you to see how you can collaborate with people. It's inviting you to see what your best qualities are and how you can work well with someone that you can collaborate with in order for you to create something very powerful, something amazing, whether it's a business, whether it is a routine. Who can you collaborate with to empower yourself, to bring your health up to the next level, to, I don't know, you have a project that's been sitting on the back burner and it's because you feel stuck and you don't know how to bring certain aspects of that project to life. Well, why don't you co-create with someone that can help you bring it to the next level? Okay, so it's really interesting. It's a really interesting message today, and I hope you guys are resonating with it. Okay, so let's go to tarot and see what other messages we pick up on to see what's brewing with my gems. All right, Spirit, let's do this. What's brewing with my gems? Transformation. It's asking you to completely transform. How amazing is that? I love when Spirit works in amazing, mysterious ways. But this is one of them. So the Death card is to completely, and you have to understand, death is not something to fear. Death is something to allow yourself to reinvent yourself. It's allowing you to end things that create fear and essentially making people, I was going to say making people not like you, but it's not that, because who cares what people think of you? But it's about making you collaborate more with people. And you say, well, I don't want to work with people. I don't want to collaborate with people. Then ask yourself, are you staying stuck because your fear of losing control is not going to get you to where you want to be? Well, maybe it's inviting you to see that maybe it's going to get you there faster, or it's going to get you there to an even better place than you think, right? Just like that little girl did. She had no idea how to run that business, but she counted on her friends and family and people that worked there to bring her to the next level, a place that her father would never have been able to get to. Okay? So that is quite interesting. What else do we have, Spirit? What's brewing with my gems here? What do we need to give them? Oh my goodness, look at this. Collaboration, celebration, invite your friends, talk about it, bring them in. You know what? There's a lot more people that are willing to help. Even if you fear that, no, they're jealous, they're going to sabotage. Listen, trust me when I say that. You will find the right people to collaborate with. And if you find that people are just going to want to go up the ladder faster or put you under the bus, just if you have faith and trust that you are just bringing in the good energies, you will. I promise you, you will. And you know what? The one thing that you do have to stop is the gossiping, okay? Or having that negative thought, or thinking that you can't do this because they don't understand you. The only way a person can understand another person is through communication. Now, if you lack in communication, maybe you need to get someone else to come in to help you with that communication. Again, if we're talking about, negotiations or legal matters, of course, you'll get someone who speaks the language, who can do a better job at communicating what your needs are, right? So it's all about communicating and celebrating and bringing in a brand new synergy. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? Wow. When we're talking about justice, it's to bring a balance. This is a Libra energy. It's to bring that balance in one's life. It's to absolutely make that decision to say, hey, you know what? Things are just the same old. I'm living in fear. I don't want this anymore. It's time to balance that out. And how do we balance that? Bringing in our most trusted friends, bringing in people that can allow us to elevate, to go to the next level. I'm loving this reading. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to go to the Elements of Life Tarot so that you can, let's see if there's any more messages to see what's brewing with my gems. And my beautiful gems, I am going to try and keep these readings short because, people are busy. You guys have things to do. You don't want to spend all day listening to videos. I get that. So that's why I try to do them quickly and short and so on. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? All right, what else? Oh, wow, wow. Okay, talking, whoa. Okay, I need to show you how they came out, so I will try to put them in front of the camera this way. So, especially this card is what I want you to look at. It came across over the Seven of Fire, okay? And I'll explain that to you in a moment, all right? So we have these two cards that came out first. Wow, the Six of Water. So it's revisiting something from the past. It's reminiscing about the past. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's yourself as a child. And what is it that made you fearing everything? It's time to visit maybe your inner child is what I'm getting from this card. To revisit that and to see what happened when you were a child. Was it your parents that instilled fear in you? Okay, so it's time to revisit that and to kind of figure out why you are the way you are. And it's time to end whatever they've instilled in you. Okay, so again, with the Ten of Water, it's talking about family, happiness, and all that. But as a child, so I'm definitely getting the message about inner child. Now, if you guys need help with inner child healing, you got to remember that this is a very difficult process for anybody to go through. And you do need to find the right person to collaborate with to help you deal with this. So for me, for my clients, what I do is I do hypnosis to help them walk through that inner child healing. Okay, it's a process that is very safe to do. People fear hypnosis, and I don't understand that. I think it's because they lose the control. So if you fear it, here you go, synergies again, right? You fear of losing that control, but hypnosis, if it's done well, it's not about losing control. It's about doing the work. And if you do the work correctly, then you're able to instantly, immediately heal that inner child wound. Okay? Now, we also have the Hermit here with the Awakened. So the Hermit talks about going within and finding your wisdom within to light up that lantern to show you the path or the direction that you are meant to go. And here it looks like you got to do a solo journey in order for you to awaken. So if you don't know, if you're not familiar with my cards, the Awakened card is talking about, planting your foundation, okay? Because the foundation in all of us is extremely important. Without a foundation, then we're just scattered energy. So you got to ground yourself, okay? And once you're firmly grounded, then you can grow into this beautiful, gorgeous tree. And it's going to, oh my goodness, it's a gorgeous tree, right? But talks about being awakened. And the only way to get here is to go within. Now, I think this message is telling you to go within and heal that inner child wound, right? Okay, so you can definitely collaborate with someone to do this. Maybe follow a group or go to therapy. I don't know, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable. Okay, now this is really interesting and it really hit me when it came out this way. So with the Seven of Fire, the Seven of Wands, it talks about you fending everybody off, fighting, and like you need to get people to help you to fight. Okay, taking action, doing, going to training, practicing over and over and over and over again. Okay, but the funny thing is with the Five of Earth here, which is the Five of Pentacles, it's that energy of loss. It's that energy of feeling that you're left out in the cold, right? So the thing is, if it's in the upright, you're feeling left out in the cold. This is saying that the more that you practice with people, the more that you get people to help you deal with the situation that the most difficult things that you're dealing with, right? The more that you'll be able to come out in the cold. So it's like almost like listening to this message, you're understanding it, but now like, okay, I got it. How do I do this now? Okay, so you're kind of almost there. But the first thing you need to do is you got to deal with this. You need to figure out how to heal this inner child wound in order for you to start collaborating with people, in order for you to transform, in order to bring balance back into your life. Okay, I just love this message today. It's just so powerful, and I think it's going to hit a lot of people. And if you know a lot of people that this would help, please share my video. I'm going to get you some advice, and we'll close off the reading here. Let's see what deck. Okay. Oh, Archangel Power. Okay, sure. Let's do that. Okay. So we're going to go to the Archangel Power Tarot deck. All right, Spirit, what is the advice for my beautiful gem? What is the advice? So obviously some people had to hear this message today, and I pull out the card when I meditate, and when I saw the card, I'm like, uh-oh, how am I going to do this? So please let me know in the comments below if this message really resonated or hit home for you. I love reading the comments, even if it's just to say hi. I don't care. I just love when people comment for me. And guys, I'm going to be going live in the next couple of days, and it's going to be my first time. So please join me there, and you will know when I go live if you click on the notification bell next to the subscribe button. All right, Spirit, what is the advice? Oh, of course. Oh my goodness, I love it. I'm going to show you the card. Any more? What is the advice? We just get one. Okay. All right, this is your advice, my beautiful gems. The Queen of Raphael, kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. Okay, that's the kind of energy the Queen of Wands is. So follow your heart, love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. Okay, it's really interesting. So for me as a reader, I'm all about archangels. And Archangel Raphael, I called upon him last night. He's the angel of healing, right? So if ever you're going to be working with your inner child wounding here, then you can definitely call on upon Archangel Raphael. But the Queen of Raphael, this is like the Queen of Water. This is someone who can be a spiritual healer, someone you know that can help you heal this. This is you wanting to bring love into any situation in your life, to bring in this synergy, right? And you can only do that with love and compassion and with understanding. Your friends, family, all of them, they're all there to help you. But again, I'm just going to invite you to remember that synergy helps when you, I'm going to use the word win-win, but this means also that it's not just about you. It's about understanding what they bring in as well. So not only about communication, but getting deeper than that. So communication is one level, and then you go deeper and you go to a point where what will make them happy and what will make you happy, so you have that win-win situation, right? You want to bring in a new product in the business? Okay, let's explore it. Let's talk about it. But do not take control of it. If this is something they are passionate about, let them ride with it. Let them bring in their creativity, their passion. It's all about that synergy, okay? Well, there you have it, my beautiful gems. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, you know what to do. Show me some love. Subscribe to my channel. Like my videos. Share the video. I think a lot of people can benefit from this message today. And please write me a comment. Until the next reading, I'm sending you love and light.